Okay, so we got a major issue with the air conditioning on this MDX. So the clutch is actually bad due to rust. The AC clutch got separated from the main shaft, so that's pretty much dangling. It's hard to see it from here, but yep. It's hard to, I think once it's out you could see the damage. So in order to take this out, there are 4 bolts, 1, 2, and 1. There's like 2 upper bolts there. Oh, I cannot see it. But first, before accessing that bolt, you have that bolt over there, that nut over there, and then that bracket, you need to take that out. And then for the other line, yep, that bolt over there, I think that's the suction. Yeah, it has a big pipe. And then this one is the discharge line, smaller one, which is secured by a nut. Yep, but you cannot pull that out without taking this subframe member. Yeah, there's a subframe member here that's held in by 2 bolts. And then there's one that attaches to the main subframe. Yep. So I think this one attaches to the bumper. Yeah, the what they call the bumper support, or the yeah, I think it's the bumper support header. Yeah, so yeah, that's connected to the main body there. Yeah, you just need a jack here to support the whole subframe. So I'm not so sure what's the size of this. Probably there's 17 or 19. We'll take that out first and also remove the serpentine belt. Yep, I'll open the hood. Got a nice view over here. So this is the AC compressor, and this is the damage. Yep, this is your AC clutch somehow, and I think it got rusted and separated from this area over here. So that's why my AC is not working. Yep. And then this is the tensioner. So I'm taking a video so that I could actually see the belt routing of the serpentine belt. And there was some material here that got splattered all over. Yeah, probably from the clutch. Yeah, I think my clutch is pretty bad. Yep. Yeah, and there's no space out here to work on removing the clutch. It's close to this. I think you could do it, but yeah, it's hard to put some tools in here. The space is, yeah, you'll be fighting with space over here. Yep, so better to take out the whole compressor. Okay, on a Honda, you basically need a serpentine belt tool to loosen the tensioner. So I got this tool with a 14mm socket at the end. It's a tight squeeze there because of this high pressure line, but you could like move it. It's not like rigid. So yep, once you push all the way inwards toward the firewall, yep, the thing will loosen up. Yep, so I'm gonna push it and then take the belt out. The belt is out, so I'll just leave the tension here, I mean the, what they called it, this serpentine belt tool in place, but it's out now, so I could take out the compressor. Yep, getting the 2 bolts out. So I just loosened this major subframe bolt. It's a 17 mm all the way. All of those three are 17 mm. So you could just like slide this out. Yep. And then you'll have more space here to get the compressor out. Yep. So you have more access to this one. These lower bolts. You get the upper there, but before you get to the upper, you got to remove these hoses, the high pressure and the lower pressure hoses. So they're all 10 mm. Okay, I got both lines out, high pressure and the low pressure lines. So I'm going to remove the top two bolts and the lower ones. Okay, loosening the upper bolt, one of the upper bolt. Getting the third bolt out. Need an extension for this one because my socket is like getting into this area here, so there's no space, and I cannot put my power tools either, so I need to do it manually. So this is the worst thing that could happen. This bolt broke. This is the lower one because of rust. Damn. Oh gee, this is a lot of work. Okay, now me trying to remove the compressor. Let's see how easy or difficult it is. Well, looks like it's not even easy to take this out. Yeah, it's not straightforward. Okay, I need to move these hoses up. Well, if it's not easy going out, it's not easy going in. Okay. Let me try some strategy over here. Maybe bottoms down first. Yeah, looks like there's a hose over here that's preventing from moving backwards. So this is how the compressor looks like. Yeah, totally busted. Yep. And it wouldn't rotate at all. Tried rotating it, it's so hard. So this is how you test a AC compressor, if the AC clutch is working. So this one should not like bind to the clutch. So when the AC is off, it's just like freewheels, no noise. In order to test it, I got 12 volts here. The one that connects to the computer or to the relay is this wire here. It's only a single wire, positive, and the other one is negative. So if I put my positive here, and then connect the negative here to the body of the clutch, AC compressor. Yep, I should see sparks, and that one moving. And when that one moves, the pulley, yep, pulley is stuck to the clutch. Okay, since we didn't get any oil from the old compressor, we're gonna put like half of this, probably more than half, like say around 5 ounces. Usually it's 4.27 minus whatever's in the old compressor. But yeah, we'll just do a rough estimate like around over here. This is 8 full ounces. So 5 is around here. Like, oh no, 5 is around here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, 5 is around on this level. Yep. So we're just gonna pour it here on the suction and cover it up. Now we're vacuuming the air that's inside the system. So this is my setup. This is the next day, and yep, should be minus 30. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna vacuum this for maybe close to an hour to get rid of the moisture. Okay, so I turned off the vacuum pump, and it's been like 30 minutes and nothing is going on. So it's still held up vacuum, so it means that there are no leaks in the system. So it's time to fill it up with refrigerant. The first dose of refrigerant from vacuum, it should suck it up. Yep. There you go. This pressure is enough to kick in the AC compressor, and then I'll turn on the car. Yep, AC compressor kicked in. Yep, it's kicking in. And yep, it's still too low. I don't have any more cans left. I mean, one can is already done. So we're gonna put up another one. I think it has like 22 ounces, which is like close to 2 cans. Second can coming in. Pressure is going up. Nice, we got cold air coming out now. Yep, it's really cold. This is way comfortable now. And it's low, so yeah, it's not. What I don't like about this is that the glare is too much. I cannot see the display, so it's in the low setting. I think we're good at this range. Too much freon is also bad.